welcome back. So today we have a video on, as you could tell by the title, it's a long-term wish list. It's a long-term luxury wish list. I wanted to do a long-term wish list because I think that I probably wouldn't be able, and I don't want to spend this much money just for 2022. We are all trying to be responsible. I think it's quite important not to overbuy items. I believe that anything that I buy or I try to buy are items that I'm going to keep for the long term, or at least that's the goal for me. I think it's quite important because we see obviously all over the world, we see how overbuying or over producing items could be detrimental to our planet. So anyway, just for fun, I would like to make a long-term luxury wish list, something that would help me in the long term deciding what I want and what I don't want. And I'm hoping that as I go forward in life, I would be able to take certain items off this list or add others. I don't know, we'll see. This video is probably going to be long, so grab a drink, grab a coffee, grab a juice or whatever, or snacks, sit down and relax and let's get started. The first category on my list are bags. You know, I love bags. I love bags, shoes, beauty products, and jewelry. Those are the things that I tend to splurge on. So the first bag on my list is the Fendi First. I like the Fendi First. I went into a shop recently and I saw this item and I thought it was so beautiful. I'm still hesitating between the small and the large. Because the small looks very cute, but I also think that, you know, if I want to have this item in the long term and not just taking this item, you know, when I'm going out, it might be more interesting for me to take the bigger size because you can fit more in. It's just pretty. I love the fact that they have different colors and stuff. I tend to gravitate towards the tan color. I think it's really beautiful and it can go with a lot of neutral outfits. That's the first item on my list. The second item on my list would be the Yves Saint Laurent Loulou bag. I really love this bag. This bag has been on my mind for years and years and years. I like the fact that, you know, it's all matelassé, so you can move it around and stuff. You can play around with it. The one that I like the most is the black one that also has the Yves Saint Laurent sign all in black, because I like black bags. I don't know if you've noticed, I like black bags because they are low-key. You can wear them with different type of outfits. Like if I had like a colorful outfit today, like the outfit that I have today, I can wear a black bag with it without having to worry too much about, you know, whether it's going to fit or not fit. So yes, I like the black side, the black color. I like the black one with the black sign on it because it's more discreet. You know, I'm not trying to advertise out there that, you know, that I'm wearing a very expensive bag or whatever. So that's the one that I like. I like the medium size. I'm hesitating between the medium and the small size. Why? Because in my head, I'm thinking if I was to take the medium, hopefully it can fit my computer. It could be a bag that I can travel with. It can be a bag that I can use as much as I want. But I also know that, you know, if let's say I'm scared that if I was to get that bag and I wasn't to fill it in all the way, it would be, you know, it would have like a weird shape or whatever in the long term. So I'm still hesitating, should I take the smaller size or should I take the medium? But anyway, I like the medium size so far, so I think that's the one that I'm going to keep on my list. The next bag on my list is going to be the Louis Vuitton Pochette Métis. Not the typical pochette. Okay, disclaimer, I like Louis Vuitton, but I prefer, how am I going to say this? I'm a bit wary when it comes to Louis Vuitton items because I'm not a big fan of monogram bags. I like to be discreet. So I'm out of breath. Sorry, I had to go up and down the stairs and I was still catching my breath. Anyway, so woo, oh yeah, I do have certain items that are branded, but they tend to be like small, like this. I have this thing by Louis Vuitton. It's the Nice BB. and that's where I put all my products when I travel, so no one gets to see this except me and whoever goes through my bag at the airport, I suppose. But that's about it. When it comes to little things like these, I don't mind as much because they're not out there, they don't, you know, they're not necessarily seen. If I am when it comes to Louis Vuitton items, I tend to prefer things that are discreet like this. If you don't pay too much attention, you wouldn't be able to see this. You just have the little sign up there, and you can decide to wear this way and people wouldn't be able to tell. Unless people know about this bag. This is the Alma bag, I believe, in epi leather. So if you don't know, you don't know. I just walk around and sorry, there's papers in this because I go to work with this bag. So when it comes to that, that's that. But as far as the pochette métisse is concerned, I really like the shape of the bag. It reminds me of like a cartable type of bags that, you know, like backpack that we had when we were kids, except that it's a crossbody bag. I really like the shape. And for me, it wouldn't be the typical, you know, printed leather like my niece BB. It would be an empreinte leather. So I like the black one, and I think I like the blue and reddish. So those are the ones that I really like. I think they're a little bit more discreet. Yes, they have LV all over, but it's in empreinte leather. So I'm hoping that it wouldn't be too out there. I haven't tried the bag yet, so maybe I should go and like try to see it, you know, in real life, and try to see if it gives me the same vibes that I have when I see it online. So yeah, that's the next bag on my list. Now let's go to Chanel. Let's just say that I don't have as much pressure. You know, people are going crazy when it comes to Chanel bags. Everybody wants a Chanel bag. And by everybody, I'm also including me in this, because I guess, you know, I don't know, I've always been into bags, and you know, you have those staples that staples that you give yourself, you know, when you start either making money, when you start having a certain wealth, should I say, or, you know, you have little goals that you want to attain. Some people, it could be buying a house, some people, it could be buying a car, some people, you know, when you have all those necessity things that are on the side, then you can look into getting more stuff when it comes to, I don't know, buying the expensive bag that you really always wanted as a kid, or things like that. So for me, Chanel was on my list. I was thinking, you know, the day I have like, you know, a really, really good job, and then I'm sure that I have everything else that I need, I would like to get a Chanel bag. And I was able to do that 2 years ago. I think they're trying to make it harder and harder for certain people to get bags, and they are up there now as far as prices, just as high as Hermes, which doesn't make that much sense. Not that, you know, Chanel shouldn't be up there, but I think Hermes is up there for a reason, and I think people are less disappointed with their items when it comes to Hermes now, because they're producing way more. You have way more people that want Chanel bags. I think they are less meticulous when it comes to the standards, but, you know, potato, everybody has a different opinion when it comes to that. My issue is more the fact that, you know, they keep having price increases, and it's making it harder and harder for people to get bags. So I'm lucky enough to have been able to get a bag 2 years ago. It was a classic flap 2 years ago, so I don't have that pressure as much. Now I can, if I want a Chanel bag, I can look more into things that are a little bit different than the classic flap, because my goal is not to have 10 classic flaps in different colors. Do you know what I mean? I want to have different styles of bags that I can wear for different occasions. That being said, when it comes to Chanel, I'm looking at the Trendy CC. I really like that bag. It has 3 compartments. It's very, very cute. I was fortunate enough to, well, I went to the boutique one of those days, and I was able to try one in pink, funny enough. If you can't tell, I'm embracing pink a little bit more. So yes, I was able to try it in pink, and it was really nice. I really liked the leather. I really liked the way it looked on my body. So I decided to put it on my list. There's also another Chanel bag that I really like. I will put it in the screen. I don't remember what it's called, but it's like it's a medium bag, and I think he had a few pearls on it, which I thought was really nice. I really like that bag, so I can't wait to see it in real life to see if I actually like it. The next item on my list would be a Longchamp bag. Longchamp is one of those standard brands that, you know, most French people like. You always had, you know, you give me, have a pochette. I have a little pochette that one of my friend gave me a few years ago, which is really cute because I can put, you know, my passport in there. I can put all my stuff, all my important papers when I travel. I usually have that pochette in my bag. And about 10 years ago, I was able to get a 48 hours type of bag. It's quite big, so it's usually a bag that you take along with you during the weekend, you know, if you're going to a friend's house or you're going whatever, you're taking a trip, a small trip where you don't need to have like a carry-on or whatever. So I was able to get one of those, and it was so beautiful, and it was a limited edition. It was made of leather, and I got it for quite cheap at Galeries Lafayette at the time, and I really like that bag. I used to take that bag everywhere. I don't really like carry-on bags, so that was my carry-on bag, that I didn't need to roll, you know, that I could take, you know, if you're overpacking your suitcase, as I tend to do when you're coming back from holidays, I could just use that bag. The issue with that is that I used the bag for 10 years, and obviously it was like made of like a funny leather. So after 10 years, the leather started going a bit, you know, funny. But yeah, I was just glad that it lasted me 10 years. Now I'm looking to replace it with a different one, but still from the same brand. So that's going to be a bag on my list. It's not quite a handbag, but it's still a bag. The next item on the list is going to be another Jacquemus bag. I'm thinking either a Chiquito Nœud or a Chiquito Moyen, because I just want to see the difference in sizes, you know, just to see what can fit in that. And I don't know, I just want to see how it looks. I think that it's a bag that I would like to wear. I still don't know which one I would like best between the Chiquito Nœud and the Chiquito Moyen. I think they're about the same size. But yes, I think it would be very funky to have one of those bags where you can actually put things in, as opposed to having the normal Chiquito that's so small that you can't put that many items in it. So that's my next bag. The bag after that will have to go to Hermes. But that's the type of bag that you buy, for me at least, that's the type of bag that I would buy when I know I'm so comfortable, you know, as far as my finances are concerned, and, you know, I can get this bag and not have it to, you know, to think twice or like brave and be like, oh my God, I'm spending so much money. So that's when I'm thinking of getting that bag. It would be a Birkin, and it would either have to be in black or gold color, just because, and I know, I understand they're the hardest ones to get, but I'm adamant that I want to get them from the boutique. So whenever I get ready, you know, to get that bag from the boutique, I'm going to start playing the Hermes game and start going all the time, be like, oh, I like this and I like that or whatever. But all that to say that, you know, I really like the bag. I think it's really cute. The size that I like is a size 30. I thought about the size 25 for a bit, but I think, you know, I'm quite tall. I think the 28 would be a bit small for me. The 25 would be a bit small for me. So I'm looking into the size 30. So yeah, it would be a Birkin 30 in gold or black. So, and I know, I'm aware that they are the hardest ones to get. So we'll see. So now I feel like I've been rambling, you know, for however long about bags. Now we're going to move on to jewelry. The list is not going to be that long. The first item on my list would be a Trinity ring by Cartier. I really like that ring. The fact that you have 3 different rings all in one. I thought that is very cute. I don't have a preference as far as the size goes, but I do just think to myself that, you know, whenever I go to the boutique and I try different ones, I will just find the right size for me and go with that. It would be the simple one, you know, you won't have any diamonds on it or anything like that, because again, I want it to be as discreet as possible. That's the ring that I like. The next item would be just a simple gold necklace, and I don't have a particular brand that I want it from. I'll probably just go to a jeweler, because recently I had this beautiful necklace that my mom gave me. Sorry, Mom. And I lost it, so I would just like, and now I'm not able to wear my pendants or anything like that, so I need to replace that necklace as soon as possible. The next item would have to be the Van Cleef Alhambra necklace. It's not actually the necklace that I want, because I think a lot of people have that. It's not the necklace, it's the simple bracelet that I want, and then the pendant from the necklace. It's just, you just get one pendant like around here. It's very beautiful, it's very simple. As far as the color goes, I don't know which one I want yet. My favorite color is red, but I also like the green one for some reason, even though I'm not a green person. I don't necessarily like green. But then I got this ring that had like a green color on it, and I thought it was so beautiful, and now I want green jewelry. Don't ask me why. It is what it is, you know. So we're just gonna go with the flow. Anyway, so my point is, I do want to have like a matching set of the bracelet and the necklace, not the necklace, but the pendant from Van Cleef. I think they look really nice, and they're subtle, you know, as opposed to having the ones that have multiple motifs around them. I think just having one would be, you know, really nice and classy. So that's the next item on my list. After that, there's a bunch of fashion jewelry, which I'm still debating on, just because I think, you know, it all depends what you want. I like the Dior Tribal, I like the Louis Vuitton little hoops, you know, and they have a V-shape earring from Louis Vuitton as well that I really like. My only issue is that in my head I'm thinking I'm spending like $300-$400 on items that are not gold. You know, it's making me feel a bit funny, because I know that, you know, if you go to the jeweler, you can get solid gold items for that much money. So yeah, I'm still debating. And I might just get them just because I like the shape, I like the design of those items, and I think they look pretty, but you know, it doesn't make sense. In my head, it doesn't make sense. You know, I grew up in Cameroon. Cameroon is a country in Africa where you can just go to the jewelers and tell them, oh, I want this, and they will do it for you. In my head, it doesn't make sense to spend so much money on something that wouldn't be made of gold. That makes sense. So anyway, that's just me. So I have a few things on my list when it comes to fashion jewelry, but I'm still debating if they are going to be a thing or not for me, if they're going to work for me. That being said, let's move on to shoes. I love shoes. I blame my mother. She always had so many shoes when I was a kid, and I used to try them on all the time, and now I just, you know, I love shoes. It is what it is. I love bags and shoes and jewelry. It is what it is, you know, and beauty products. That's where my money is going. And eating out, but that's a different thing. So yeah, the first item on my list are the Dior Slimback. The Dior Slimbacks have been, and by the Dior Slimbacks I mean the ones that have J'adore on it. I believe it says J'adore on it. Yes, I can wear them for different occasions. I could be casual, or I could look a little bit more elegant as well. So yeah, those are just the ones that I like. I've looked at them for years and years and years, you know, and every time, you know, I don't know why I'm debating it. I really like the shoes, and I don't know if it's, you know, everybody has this thing where, maybe not everyone. I do. I have this thing where, you know, when I haven't had an item, I just put the item on a pedestal, and I think to myself, oh, it would be nice to have that, oh, it looks so beautiful, and then I start imagining myself with this item, and you know, I create this thing in my head where it's like, oh, it's really, really nice. But then as soon as I get the item, I don't like it as much. Do you know what I mean? So because it's not unattainable anymore, it's just a thing that I have now, and maybe I haven't gotten it because I still want it. I still want myself to want it, if that makes sense. So, but yeah, I think I'm going to pull the trigger on it, because it's just been years that I've been looking at this item. I always go to the shops and I try it on and I look at it, but I never buy it. I don't know why. Anyway, so I think I'm just gonna go for it and just get it. I really like that pair of shoes. The second item is another slingback, which would be the Chanel slingbacks. Yes, some people think they look like grandma shoes. You know what? We're all getting older, and then by the time you get older, you just think they look kind of cute. So I went into the shops, I tried them on, and I really liked them. And I think the thing is that sometimes you go on the website and you get the standard colors, you know, you get the at this moment I think you get the gold and the black, and then you get the tweed ones that have different colors, and then you get the standard beige and black. But they have so many colors that, you know, they have green ones, they have blue ones, they have different colors. So you kind of like, if you go into the shops, just ask them, oh, what colors do you have? And depending on countries, different countries have different colors that other countries don't have. So it's interesting, you know, to just go into a shop and ask them, you know, what type of colors do you have? They're not gonna tell you all everything that they have. So, you know, if you have a certain color, like, oh, I like, you know, certain tones of green, or like I have certain tones of blue or red or whatever, and they're gonna tell you, oh, we have this one, this one, this one, and that one, you know, and you can ask to try them on. So for me right now, initially when I was going to try the beige one, but then I saw green ones and I was like, oh my god, they're beautiful. I didn't think that they were gonna look nice on me. I don't know why, but the guy, he was like, oh, I don't have any beige ones, so you can try on, you know, just so that we know exactly what your size is, you can try the green ones. And then I tried them on and I was like, oh my god, they look beautiful. So yeah, so now I'm looking at the green ones, and I think I've seen some blue ones as well that are very pretty. So yeah, I might just go and get blue or green. I don't know yet, but we'll see. To be continued. The next item on my list are loafers. I'm just gonna say loafers because I haven't chosen which one I like yet. You know, I like trainers. I don't just like heels. I like trainers, and I'm not a big fan of men's shoes, but I like loafers. Loafers are quote unquote a men's shoe that I really like as a woman. So yeah, I like that idea of, you know, mixing sexes, you know, when you get dressed, like, you know, having a shirt but with, you know, with like a sexy dress under it, or things like that, or have like look really feminine, you know, like have a skirt and a blazer, but then have like quote unquote loafers or men's shoes on with that outfit. So that being said, I know that loafers are coming back, and the thing is, at the moment, most brands have those. Right now, I'm liking the ones from Chanel, but I think they're quite expensive for what I want, you know, or should I say for what I'm willing to spend as far as the loafers are concerned. So I've seen the Chanel ones and I like them, the one that are round in the front and then they have like a pocket thing. I think they look really cute. I've seen the Yves Saint Laurent ones. They're a little bit more discreet, which is probably the ones that I'm going to go for. But I need to see how they look on my foot, because I'm not trying to have shoes that make my foot look even bigger than they are. Even though my friends tell me that I look like I have like really tiny feet, but I don't think I do. So I just need to find like the right size, the ones that look the best on my foot. So Chanel ones or Yves Saint Laurent one, and I think Dior has made some as well, but I think the Dior one might be a bit too bulky for me. I don't know. I need to try them on and try to decide whatever I want, but I'm trying to gravitate more towards the Yves Saint Laurent one. I think they're really pretty. And also, I need to say, this is a luxury wish list, but I also need to say that, you know, I've already had the ones that are a little bit more cheaper, from whether it was Primark or Zara or Mango. So that's just a disclaimer. It doesn't have to be, you know, only those ones, but as I'm saying, I want to have items that I can keep in the long term, that I can wear in the long term. And you know, one of those items that I know that if tomorrow they were to be completely destroyed, I can just rebuy another one and it will last me another, let's say 10 years, 6 years, or however long. So that's what I'm going for, quality over quantity. My next item is a pair of trainers. It's the Yeezy 450. I know they look weird to some people. Some people have been saying, oh, they're ugly, they're this, they're that. I like them, so I don't care. Yeah, so I've been looking to get those. I tend to see them more in men's sizes, or people that have bigger feet, should I say. I haven't been able to find my size yet, but I want them in white and yeah, and in my size. So I'm not too sure what my size is. I don't know if I'm a 40, a 39 and a half, or a 39. So, and that's European sizes, by the way. So I don't know. I'll have to see and evaluate. The other item on this list is the Jimmy Choo sandals, the one with the crystals in the front. They're sandals, but they're not like, they're completely open at the back. So I really like those. I've seen different styles of them, which I like. So I haven't decided. I tend to gravitate more towards the classics, the classic colors. So that would either be the black or the patent nude color that they have. I'm saying nude because nude for white people and for black people are not the same. So the nude one is really cute. And then they have those transparent ones, but you know, I think that might just be a trend, so I wouldn't be able to keep that for the longest time. So I don't know, but I think they look really cute. But at the same time, I don't know if they would be like, I don't know, I'm worried about, you know, transparent shoes. So yeah, I'm going to see. I haven't decided which one I like yet, but as I said, I tend to gravitate towards the classic colors, which are black and nude. So yeah, that's my wish list, my long-term wish list. And as I have said, let's try to be a little bit more responsible, you know. But if you are that person, you know, that likes collecting bags and that does it for a reason, you know, I'm not coming after you or anything like that. I'm just saying that, you know, we need to be a bit more wary about what it is that we buy, and be a bit more responsible as far as getting items. You know, we live in a society that consumes a lot, and we need to be held accountable for our participation in making that society the way it is, if that makes sense. So let's just be mindful. Other than that, I hope you had a good time. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to share it with some of your friends. You know, I personally like looking at luxury or wish list videos from other people. So, you know, you never know, someone that you know may like this type of videos. Don't forget to share it with them. I wish you a great day, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.